Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, we're back for more rezero.
Back again.
Oh, yes,
indeed.
we're back again. Just before we start this episode and get into it proper, and we're going to talk about this when we get to the comment highlights, but special shout out to everybody being so freaking nice in the comments.
Seriously.
Honestly. The comments were so freaking nice, better than we deserve with the amount of names that we constantly forget. We may be good at cooking up
the amount of things
theories.
we forget, just in general.
Yeah, in general, we forget a lot of things. We can cook up some good theories, that's for sure. But, I mean, the name stuff is crazy, and everyone was so nice in the freaking comments. So we really appreciate those comments. We'll touch on them in the highlight section at the end of our reaction here. But very cool, awesome, very humbling. But anyways, we're here. Everyone's really excited as for the comments. Everyone was really pumped that, like, now we're going to start really getting into it. We had, like, one episode of setup, and now we're just going to freaking blast in, I guess. So I wasn't expecting. I was expecting at least another episode of setup.
I was expecting longer, like 2 or 3 at least, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Any predictions, George?
I will cough a lot because I am getting over a cold. So excuse me for that. You can probably hear my voice a little bit. Yeah, coughing right now. As far as like what's gonna happen, I have no idea. Like if this was a typical show, I guess, you know, we'd have like half an episode, like we said last time, of just getting ready, and then, you know, the last half of the episode's like, all right, now we're off on the journey. I'm really curious as to like what this whole Echidna Anastasia thing is gonna be, right? Like why? Like, okay, we know why she wants to go to the sage and everything, but we don't know anything else about how they got into this predicament. So, and like, why did she tell Subaru exactly? Like now, right? Like, I'm sure maybe she sees Subaru as somebody who can help, but it's like, okay. Why now specifically?
Yeah, we do know that Echidna grew to like Subaru a little bit, right? Like, she's annoyed with him in some ways, but she also kind of liked him. Like, they spent a good amount of time. It was the first person she could spend time with in, like, forever. That wasn't, I guess, another witch.
But is this Echidna here? Do the different Echidnas have, like, shared memories?
That's a good question. That's a good question. Is it the original, like, transferred into this person? Is it a copy
I
made?
think that's Omega.
Right. I guess that's true.
Transferred.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so is she a copy? If she's a copy, which it seems very likely, then at what point was the copy made, and how close is that copy to Echidna? Is it like Echidna's personality and general desires copied into an individual, but without the like witch malice that kind of comes with that? And is that like, what is the witch malice then if it's not with it? Like, is it from the witch factor? Is that what causes the kind of malice or like the obsession? Like we kind of speculated last season that like the witch factor is what causes you to become the witch because you could become obsessed with this aspect that it like it grants you power, but you become obsessed with greed, right? Kind of thing. So it's like, what is that? What is she with the personality of Echidna, but without the witch factor per se? Is she, you know, that's kind of my question. So yeah, so we'll have to see. We don't even know what the full nature of her in general is. So, but yeah, I think you're right. It might be Omega, might be the real Echidna out there. And then does she still have the witch factor? I wonder, like Omega.
Yeah, like that's a big question, right? Is like how much of, because we know that Envy got the Envy witch factor, but like where is she? Was there a witch of Envy before her? And that's who originated the, you know, the witch factor came from that OG Envy, and maybe greed is still the OG greed, and so the witch factor just naturally emanates from her? Or is this she in a similar situation where she just like found the witch factor and she became a witch, right? We don't know. Right. I don't think.
I don't think we do. Yeah. I think it's more likely that they gained the witch factor and became the witches, and we don't totally know where the factors come from, but I agree that there's certainly a possibility that they could be the original source of the whole factoring. So, and then they like lend it out or give it out or make a copy or it transfers or whatever it is. There may be something to that. So, but yeah, we just don't have enough information about the origins of all that, nor are we supposed to. So,
yep. Okay.
All right. Well, George and everybody, hit those nice buttons below and consider a Patreon or YouTube membership. It really does help us out a lot. But we're just happy that everybody's here. So let's get on with the show, shall we?
Let's do it. Okay. We are going to get a little bit of prep.
I guess so. Oh.
Oh, that thing's huge.
It is huge. Oh, he's got a glove now. And different clothes.
This is new setup or new getup.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh. No way, they don't like her. No. Oh, frick. Joseph is that thing's name.
Joseph? Nice. He's just like, oh, dang. Bro.
Oh, what's that dinosaur that looks like? It looks like a...
Yes. I was
Triceratops or something, I think is what it is.
I think, yeah. Without the horns, though. Yeah.
Yes, without the horns, yeah.
I love that, like, this is literally a dinosaur. It's just like, it's not really a dragon. Like, the other one's like, okay, it's like a dragon raptor kind of thing, but this is like, no, this one's just a dinosaur,
This is a dinosaur, yeah.
That's actually awesome. No way, is he coming? Okay, never mind.
Oh. Regulation. Is that regulation the thing? Like, we saw him like filling her up with mana or something at some point.
True.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, maybe? Because... But isn't it Rem that needs that because she doesn't have a horn? She can't get mana.
Oh, I forget who is Rem and who is Ram at this point. Okay, Ram is which one?
The
Blue
sleepy
or pink?
Girl.
Ram is sleepy.
Oh no, Oh my gosh. No, Rem is the sleepy girl.
Bro, it's not our fault, okay? It is Gluttony's influence seeping through the screen, okay? It's
oh
not
my
us.
gosh, I should know this. Yes, you're right. Rem is the blue hair girl. Ram is the pink hair girl. I don't know what I'm talking about. I went actually insane for just like a 5 seconds there. So please forgive me.
Okay. So yeah, so then Ram is the one that needs the regulation. So I bet you it's got to be that like filling in of mana or something that he was doing at some point.
Yeah, that's certainly possible. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh man, we're going already.
And we're off.
Time for Dune. ReZero edition. Oh, frick!
Yeah.
OP. Just as we're actually, I don't know if everyone will remember or, you know, if you're just here for the ReZero stuff, maybe you've forgotten. We don't watch the OPs and the EDs until the end of the season. So if there's 2 OPs, we're going to watch both of those at the end. If there's just one, we'll do that. So we'll check it all out at the end. So we don't want any spoilers whatsoever about anything, even minor ones. And you never know. So we'll just save it for the end. It's a great bookend too. So just so you know.
That's right. Dang, are we? There's no way we're already at this town.
We're here, I guess.
We are.
Holy frick.
Wow. How many months has it been?
Yeah, what?
Or weeks at least.
I'm gonna conquer the dunes.
Uh-oh.
Don't go.
Ah.
Oh boy.
Go home before you die.
Jeez.
He's like these dumb travelers.
So he knows that they're going for the tower. Ah. Oh,
the witch's miasma.
Well, they're right here in front of it already. Okay, is that weird?
Oh, so like follow the birds or something?
Holy jeez.
He's tried it before.
Dude, look at that tower.
Yeah, what the heck?
That's sick. They seem perplexed. Interesting.
No way. Even the spirits?
Oh, that's so cool.
Whoa.
That's so sick, actually.
That's crazy. No way, he can't use them. They don't leave him, but he can't use them.
Oh, that's so freaking interesting. So they would like to leave because they're like, who are you? And then they like, we can't leave though because we're bound to a contract, but like, we're not going to freaking listen to you, whoever the frick you are. Interesting. Yeah. So that's a pretty interesting nuance to what's happening here, huh?
True. By default.
True, yeah. Oh, frick.
Oh, it's like a storm. I wonder how often it happens.
Did they set up camp? No, they keep going? No way.
Dude.
Why wouldn't you stop?
What a way to say that.
Huh. Does it... So he said, I feel like it would be harder to lose sight of it.
Yeah.
Man, I wonder if that tower sits there just to tempt people all the time. It like specifically doesn't. Like if this is like a barrier setup, but the barrier of like miasma and the sand is just constantly there. And then the tower remains visible just to constantly lure you to your death, essentially. That would be freaking crazy.
Maybe, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's such a specific thing to say. Like, oh, I expect that we wouldn't be able to see it anymore. It's like, okay, sus. You can still see it, I guess, huh?
I mean, come on now.
Oh, Betty knows.
Oh, does she know? Ah, so she picked it up on her own then.
No, I think she told. I think Natsuki told her. Or Subaru told her.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, she wouldn't have minded, so it's fine that I told her.
Oh, I see. I read that as lady. She wouldn't have cared about what he just said, and so she's acting not like Lady Anastasia, and so Betty picked it up. But no, I think you're right.
Yeah. I know it's a minor thing, but I really hate that like everyone's just like Melee is just like sitting here like this with no face covering whatsoever.
I don't think it's a minor thing. I was just about to say, like, how is she okay?
Yeah.
Is she using like magic to keep her face?
Like Subaru had this like he had the thing up on him here. Right, he's got his face covered, but then like he's like, "Hey!" She opens the window. She's just like casually looking out. I was like, "You would not be able to do that in a sandstorm, like at all." And then he takes down his face cover and starts talking.
The land dragons, actually, now that I remember, land dragons have a protective thing. So maybe Joseph's protection thing is big enough that it doesn't bother the whole carriage.
Right? Maybe it's like. Because of the sand, it's like squeezed down a little bit, and it's like closer than usual. But it's like still
I would have
there.
assumed. Yeah, I would have assumed that barrier would have been good enough for Subaru, and I guess he's fine right now too. I don't know.
He took the mask off, and he's like chatting like it's no big deal. But I think you're right. Yeah. Okay, all right, fair enough, rezero. I see you. I hate to pause it so much, but this is a classic IT problem. When you work in IT, this is like the #1 freaking problem with being good at your job. It's just like, you're so good at your job, we never have any computer problems. We never have any computer problems. Why do we even need you IT guys when we have no computer problems? It's just like,
yes,
heck, bro. Yeah. It's just like, why did we even bring her along? There's no Mabis at all. It's like, Dadoy, what do you think I've been doing this whole time? It's like, oh, okay, fair enough. Oh no!
Is she gonna let them in? No way! Come on now!
There it is. Oh, Chase!
No way! She's got that much control over them? Holy crap, dude.
Frick. That thing is huge, bro.
Yeah, Dune rezero is right.
Holy frick.
Wow.
So do you think that she is controlling that one, or is she masking everyone's presence? So like she unmasks the presence, then the worm goes, oh, food, and then she disappears again. The worm goes, where the frick did they go? All right, well, I'm gone. Or do you think she's controlling that one?
I think she's controlling them. Yeah. I think that's what she's doing it.
That's actually crazy if that's the case. The amount of like power that they would have, that's just one of them.
Yeah, like, I think she probably she probably controlled that one right then and there, but generally she just has this like stay away spell. I don't know how that would like materialize or the specifics,
you think it's a
right? But
stay away spell, or do you think it's a concealment spell?
Either or, like one of those, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think generally it's like a hidden or keeping things away. But I think for that specific one there, she controlled it because she knew it was like nearby.
Yeah. Interesting. Whoa. This is what I was thinking.
Dang.
That they should do.
Yeah, it's an ice freaking thing from Amelia.
Perfect.
That's sick.
Oh,
they can
some
see
doggos.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't approach. Interesting.
Oh.
They're feeding her mana. Okay.
You're right, George. They're not getting closer.
Yeah, they're not getting any closer.
They've hit the limit. Yeah. That's crazy.
Oh boy. Space is warped.
Running in circles? Okay, that makes sense if it's warped. So they gotta go at an angle then? Like kind of away from it?
I wonder, yeah.
They can't be stopped. Yeah, didn't what's his face have like some kind of path seeking thing? No, it was bugs. He could talk to bugs and the bugs. No, he had like some
Otto?
voice thing. Otto, yeah, Otto had the ability to like speak to the trees or something as well, didn't he?
I think it was just.
Was it just insects?
Bugs?
Or was it speculation before we knew it was insects that he had like some kind of like ability to communicate
fully remember, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. Correct.
I want to say it was just bugs, but it could have been, it could have been just like a general like speak with the forest.
You know what? I might be this is so freaking random, but I might be thinking of the First Law trilogy where freaking Longfoot has the ability to kind of know all the time where they're supposed to go and stuff. It's one of his freaking abilities. Oh, frick. I mean, I've gotten that mixed up in my brain. So maybe Otto's thing.
Different things.
Yeah, maybe Otto's thing was.
Stories.
Yeah, maybe his thing was talking to the bugs, and he kind of always knew. I feel like Otto always kind of knew where he was going, though. Like, am I making that up?
I don't fully remember.
Okay, I might be making it up. Commenters will let me know. But I feel like there was something there, but maybe not. Oh, frick. So when the sandstorm is happening, it's the real desert.
Let's rewind. I gotta make sure I understand this. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna as well. Okay. Okay, so the sand time, when the wind picks up, right?
Yep.
Is the recoil.
Space twisting and returning to normal.
So you're coming towards it, but you're being twisted. So like, let's say it's like normal, and then it twists so that when you go towards it, you twist along with it. So technically, you're going in the twisted roundabout. You're not going towards it. You're twisting around it in a circle. Okay. But then when it goes back, she's saying it's the recoil. So like the wind gets like pulled back, and then everything kind of like is like that's why the big sandstorm happens.
Yes.
But then
all right, let's see what she says after this.
Okay. So it's the opposite of what I said. When it twists, it creates the sandstorm, but that doesn't make sense. They're traveling in between the sand times.
Yeah. Yeah, so it would assume that you want to travel when there is no wind.
Right, but they're doing that.
Why? But they're still not.
Yeah. What? Okay.
Anyways. Does it twist the other way? Like if we're going with this like screw cap analogy, it's like it's twist one way and then no, but she says it's letting up, the distortion's letting up. I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Maybe it could be a subtitle thing, but I don't know.
Oh, dang, they got like the special combination here.
Oh.
Uh-oh, it's a bird.
A bird.
Yeah, what? How's a bird up in the middle of a sandstorm?
Okay.
That guy did say to follow the birds.
Yeah, he did. What are they seeing?
Yeah, what do they see?
Are they slipping through the cracks? Is that what they're doing? Okay.
No way. No way.
Whoa!
They did it.
Yo, that's crazy. Poor Betty. No way.
Okay, so there's multiple stages.
They're what?
No way.
They're Mabeasts?
Are they like only see movement? She sent it away. Dang, dude. This is a strong skill that she's got.
No kidding. Land Dragon's like, holy frick, bro.
Dude, he's scared.
What are you doing?
No, no.
Oh my gosh, are you serious, bro?
Holy crap, dude, there's so many. Bro, you gotta run.
Run? Yeah, literally freaking run. A wall would be good.
Oh, bro, she's like...
Sheesh.
Jeez,
that's pretty good
dude.
too. Yeah, what?
Oh, he's gonna fight.
Okay. Awesome. Woo!
Dang,
grabbed
dude,
his
look how
gloved
fast
hand.
these things are, dude.
Oh! Oh,
bro,
okay,
there's
okay.
a... Oh, she called it. Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way there's a sandworm here.
Oh no, they left that freaking... Wait. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, what's that?
Jeez, they're dead. They're dead.
No way. At least it's here. At least it's here, dude. What the heck? No, no, no. Shh.
Stop him.
Joseph?
Oh, frick.
Was that the sage, you think? That shot that?
It could have been an automation on the tower, maybe?
Yeah, tower attack. That would make sense, too.
He's gonna get cooked again, bro. Dude, just duck. Literally duck. Wouldn't it be so sick if he ducked the beam?
Imagine.
Yep.
They've learned.
She knows how it works.
Oh my gosh.
Go! Just do it!
Just listen to him.
Is it gonna work, though?
Is the worm after them, though?
No.
Or is it still in her control?
It looks like it might.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
Holy crap, it's huge, dude. Oh.
I guess that's like a bad point of having a giant freaking worm with you. Are they further from the tower?
No way. I don't know, I can't tell.
He's gonna get shot again, bro. He's toast.
Dodge.
Oh,
no!
Oh, frick. Wait, what?
Did he still get hit?
He's bleeding.
Oh my
Jeez,
gosh, dude. Dude, there's another one
he's
coming.
so done. Oh no.
Here's another one.
They're toast.
Both of them, dude.
Jeez, dude, what is happening? Holy jeez, it's so fricked up.
Bro. Oh
my gosh.
Dude.
Okay.
Dude.
Oh my god. Dude.
This one 3 times already? Okay.
Welcome back to rezero. Holy
I guess
frick.
so, dude. Oh, jeez.
Jeez. Okay, just gotta take a second. Holy frick.
So, what triggers it? Is it a distance-based thing?
It's
like, do they need to stay this far away for now? Kill all the mobbies, which sounds freaking insane because there's so many. If all these fields of flowers are more bears, that's like...
Yeah, it's infinite. So we have time distortion sand. I think, this is just total speculation, obviously. I think a bulk of the season could actually be them just trying to get to the tower. Like, literally... I'm thinking like, okay, so around the tower are like rings. And they're like different trials potentially, right? Mm-hmm. So the first one's like distortion, sand, fucking trial. Kind of easy. Follow the birds, because the birds navigate it somehow. Sure, okay. Excuse me. And then the next one is obviously this freaking field of essentially infinite, kind of difficult to control mob beasts for some reason. You know, whatever that may be. And then the next one is like some... Okay, so what it's... They get out of the flowers into the sand area. So it's proximity-based-ish.
Yeah.
The question is...
Yeah, otherwise it would start shooting them the second they hit, like, the first ring in the sand distortion, right? Sure. Or, like, the second they arrive here. So I think you're right. I think it's proximity-based.
If it was... Yeah, because they wouldn't be able to hit them in the distortion. If it is distorted space, a laser beam's never going to freaking hit them because it would be too hard to aim.
I guess so. I was thinking, like, the Sage could have set it up so that, like, it ignored that, but it's probably... Yeah, it's probably more likely that it couldn't. Yeah.
So, but the question is, like, why not snipe them in the flower field? Right? Like, that beam does not look like it has a max range, to be totally honest. Like, it looks like you could shoot that frickin' as far as you could see, right?
Yeah.
So, if it's like... So, that makes me lean towards the fact that it's automated. Like, you set up a zone around the thing that, like, automates it. And then the indicator is entity alive? If yes, shoot laser. Because, like, at the end, Subaru got another laser when he was, like, barely fucking alive. So, like, if you were a person looking, you'd be like, yeah, well, he's fucking toast, right? Like, I'm not going to shoot him again, right? Because he's fucking toast. And he's...
Yeah, I think it's automated. But to answer your question as to, like, why not shoot them the second they get into the field of flowers? Because I think the Sage... left, it's very narrow and very difficult, but left a small path, quote unquote, right? Not literally, but a small path for people to reach the tower. I think he has, if he can truly be omniscient and see everything and see the future, he's like, I need to leave. There'll be a time where somebody needs to reach me, but, you know, their skill or power or need, all of the above, needs to be great enough that they'll be able to traverse the tiles. Yes, yeah. So I think he left a path for them to reach him. It's not as if he never wants anybody to reach him ever. Because otherwise, yeah, like, unless for some limitation to his magic, he can't do them all at the same time, right?
I assume that
like, why not have time distortion in the field of flowers as well, right? Like, why not have it in, like, multiple rings?
Yeah, true. They're meant to be trials specifically. Yeah. And not all of them all at once. Yeah, and that's why I think that it's automated, because, like, there's a possibility that it's literally the Sage shooting, right? That's certainly a possibility. Like, there's some kind of detection when they get into the flower field, like, that's the alarm, like, they've passed the first area, now they're in the second, so get ready to shoot them in the third area, right? But, like, the reason I think that's not the case is because, like, shooting a last beam at Subaru while he's barely alive just screams automation to me. is like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't shoot another beam. Like, you shot one beam.
Maybe he's just trying to get him out of his misery, but I think automation is the more likely. Yeah.
Life detection or something. Yeah, something to that effect. But then the question is like, how do you get around that? Like, you're thinking it's like the space distortion. You got to go a certain way. Like, you got to disguise your life signature, which, how would you even do that? Like, I don't even know. Because you can't defend against it. Like, it's a infinite damage.
It's strong enough
laser.
that went through the entire worm. It went through Patrache and Subaru.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know.
So that's what I'm thinking. I think it's automated, less likely that it's a person. It shot at Betty and then it shot at him again. So it was like, because they did. Yeah, that's true. So it hit Patricia, and then
I think that's how you say it.
Something like
Patricia is better. We're gonna call it Patricia from now on.
Oh my gosh. And that hit Subaru, right? Subaru's dying, and the Land Dragon's dead for sure. Basically, got split open, and then Betty's fine. Then another shot to kill Betty. Wait, was that last shot that killed Betty? No, one shot to kill Betty.
One shot to kill Betty, yes.
And then a final shot. This is the shot that I went, okay, that's weird. Like, he looks like he's basically dead. So, like, you wouldn't shoot another one, I don't think. Like, it's just weird.
Yeah.
So, okay. That's what I'm thinking. That's my fucking guess. Okay.
Let's see what happens. Stop, Joseph. Give yourself some time to think here.
Yeah, you gotta chill the dragon.
Oh, dude, it's got to be so hard to, like, collect yourself after that,
Get it together now, yeah. Oh, go and hit him under the neck.
Stop him.
Get him under the neck.
Scratch him.
Subaru, go. Whoa, Aisteru. Holy frick. What? Oh, he's going to scratch him under the neck? No way.
Oh.
No way, like that.
Holy crap.
That's crazy. All right. Okay. Wow. Totally.
Why did he have to cover her?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mouth for that. But his hunches have been right before.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's your hunch, bro.
Oh, she senses it?
Holy frick. It's looking.
Oh, what the frick?
Oh, jeez.
It's an entity.
Oh.
No way.
It can't be stopped. Subaru's toast.
Dodge.
Oh, what? It's a needle.
It's a freaking bullet. Oh.
No way. Oh. What? Magic nullification? Okay. Sure, then becomes a normal needle.
It doesn't last long.
Wait, that's the mob beast.
No way.
That's right. You can't get the mob beast under control if you're doing this.
No way, dude.
Wait, what? Okay, no, not that.
Rewind it? What happened? Did they go into the...
What?
Oh, it's the sage. No.
They were shooting? They were shooting. It wasn't automated.
It was a person. Yeah. It was an entity at least.
Okay,
wait, so what happened here?
We're just going to watch the whole last part all over again, if that's fine with you. Okay. So...
Dude, she starts bleeding from her eyes. That's freaking nightmare fuel, dude.
That I know, dude. I know. Holy frick, bro. Okay. It's looking.
Oh, look at that, dude.
What the frick, bro? That's so fricked. Holy jeez. And then look at this. Targeting.
Yeah, it's like a scope on a freaking.
Oh, man. Sasenai. Boom.
Dude.
Bro.
How many layers is that?
I was wrong about the automation. but I was right about the damage and the penetration rate.
Yeah, dude, it's
Holy
freaking
frick. And it didn't slow down at all.
But how did he stop it with his...
Dude.
Oh, he just like smacked it down.
Yeah, because it's just a needle, right? So I guess if you know, it's going and you hit it, then it just will go down, right?
Yeah.
But if it's like, if it's a needle and it's like a pinprick, it will pierce something easily, right?
Yeah, so
that's what I'm thinking.
The amount of force required to stop it bluntly like this
would be
is probably...
extreme.
Yeah, insane amount to the amount of energy required to like freaking just knock strike it down.
It would be like a bullet, right? If you could somehow hit a bullet while it's in transit and then hit it down, it would take very little force to push it down. But to stop it this way would be insane. It would be unreasonable.
Yeah.
So that's what happens here, I think. That's crazy. That's just a freaking needle. That's so cool. Another one.
Okay, so what does she do?
She does EMT.
Magic nullification field.
So it hits this, loses all of the momentum. Well, not necessarily
all the magic
momentum.
Effect.
The magic
effect that propels it. Yeah.
Right. And then so the acceleration stops, or the maybe even not acceleration, but the continued velocity from the magic stops. It becomes a needle. Now the needle's still moving quick. Yeah, but so then air resistance inside this barrier would make the needle stop very quickly if it doesn't have the propellant magic anymore. So then it falls down, easy to block. So the absolute nullification magic. So I was thinking Meilei's magic to control the mob beast is now nullified. And I was thinking
that's what I thought so too.
Was a worm.
Was a worm. Yeah, same.
Makes perfect
sense.
sense.
That exact same thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what happens though, what they say.
So all magic loses its effect within this field. Okay.
Yep.
So then basically whatever
fair enough
magic is setting up the distortion space. Like I thought we were out of the distortion space, but apparently maybe not. So anyways, let's see what this is saying here. The catch is it doesn't last long. Okay. We messed up. The EMT is making the distortion in space become undone. Okay, so the distortion in space is always, it's prevalent.
It's still here.
All the time. What?
Oh, we were thinking it was rings, but it's not.
It's not rings. The sand time works the same way as Bayoko's door crossing. So Bayo's doors had like a thin like layer, I guess you could say, at the door threshold, which did like like a cross-dimensional freaking thing. But the way that the sand time areas work is it's kind of like a field of it instead of just like one little kind of sliver where you pass over.
So if you put a nullification inside warped space-time, I guess it does what? It sends you to another freaking dimension?
Well, it would spit you out, would it not? That's basically what happens here. It has to force you out of the warp space-time and puts you into proper space-time, but then you'd have to be kind of popped out of the distorted space-time, right? Because you become like a bubble in liquid, essentially, right? They've created an oxygen layer inside the water, so they're forced up.
So it's spitting you out.
Yes, it's spitting you out.
That's what's happening.
My take on what's happening, right? Okay, so then it cracks, right? This is them essentially being forced out of, or
warped space.
Alternatively, it like shatters the entire space-time warping altogether, and they like go somewhere. But I feel like
potentially, I think the analogy of water though is appropriate, even if it like, you know, even if you made a section of water just like somehow magically like disappear, the rest of the pool of water, you know, fills in anyway.
Fills in the gaps.
Even if this section of space-time got deleted somehow, you know, it doesn't matter because there's so much warped space-time around them that it just kind of fills in.
Right. And to kind of build off your analogy, instead of the water coming into that space, they've essentially created a bubble or even just essentially a space without any water. And so instead of like the problem being the water rushing in, which it probably is doing, they are falling because they are no longer suspended in the air in the warp space-time. They're falling because they've removed what was kind of holding them in the suspended space or the twisted space, maybe something like that potentially.
Yeah.
So then they fall, and then
I almost wondered, like,
together.
if they were somehow being spit into or forced into that. Because didn't she like lock away the rabbits? She like locked them away in some other dimension.
Yes.
Like, what if they're freaking being sent into the rabbit dimension somehow? Right? Like that's insane.
I think that was in Betty's personal dimension, though. Right? They made a platform.
Yeah.
Like basically like a cage. They put them all together and then they like sent them off because they couldn't do anything.
It was something that Betty made, yeah. And so she'd be able to control it. Even if it did somehow push them into that, she would be able to at least open a little
thing and get out.
Yeah, and get out.
Yeah, I think this is like they've
trapping the rabbits
else.
in here wouldn't be too bad, honestly, since no one can get here. Right? So even if somehow they got out or whatever.
If the theory about the laser beam being automated and targeting life forces, then using the rabbits, actually, now that you're saying that, would be freaking genius because there would be so many freaking life forces and laser beams going, or maybe even if it's just one beam, it would be too preoccupied with all the other signatures, right? Now, now that we've seen, whoever
who is this
person
it's
is.
Another little girl, because of course, rezero.
I don't think
maybe
it's not a little girl.
Maybe it's not a little girl.
I think it's
I can't
possible,
even tell.
though. It's possible that this person is only watching and that there is still automation. Right? Could be like a magical object set up.
The scope was from an entity, but that entity could be mechanical, could be a creature that's been brought by magic, or it could also be a scope for this this person. I want to hear the voice. So when they do their little there's a voice.
Oh, okay.
I want to see if I can decipher. It's a girl.
It's a little girl.
It's a girl. It's a little girl. I see. That's why I said it's a little girl. There was something that had clued me onto that.
I should have picked that up, George. Me of all people. Okay, interesting.
Do you think this is the sage?
Yeah, I think so. I think, so like what, maybe they had like a rifle, or maybe they've got like a belt or bag of like needles and then they can like shoot them out, like, or they like throw them like a dart, or maybe they like, it just floats in the air and they kind of shoot it like just magically. Yeah. Or it could be automated. I don't know. The vision could be their like magical vision, or it could be like the lens of like the mechanical thing that's shooting something. Now, if it's not the mechanical thing at all, then everyone's going to be like, why are you guys keep going on about this mechanical thing that Graham randomly thought of? It's like, listen, it's a possibility. We don't know. We're cooking. This is how it happens. Okay. So it could be one of the other. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. What do you think the smile is here? There's a smile of, I'm glad Subaru figured out how the warp things works. I'm happy that someone made it past the sand. I'm happy that I got rid of them. Like, what is this smile telling you?
This could be a smile of they're here. Like the ones that will come and get here are now here.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
It could be that was pretty clever to get around my stuff. That was pretty good. But if they know everything, this is just like this could just be an assurance of like, yep, they're here. That's what I think it is. It's like, they've arrived. Or like, it could be that's clever. What else could it be? Amusement.
Yeah.
It just could be amusement. Like oh, that was interesting. Wow.
Got playthings.
Yeah, pretty much, right? I mean, when you don't get visitors, it's probably nice to have some people around, even if it's just to blow their freaking heads off. Holy frick, that first death, bro. Oh my gosh.
They showed like the vertebrae, the spine, like poking from the neck.
It was so fricked up, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. Just blew his head right off. What they should have done to make that even more insane, I don't know. Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. An alternative slight scene to that is showing his head being off like that with just one frame. Just like, so you see it for like a millisecond, and then all of a sudden you see Subaru sitting there. And just like kind of like, what the frick? That would have been crazy. But they I mean, it's almost the same scene, but it would have been cool.
Oh,
wow,
dude,
what an episode. Oh my god.
I don't know how you get past the needles. Everything else, the benefit of everything else, even as crazy as the infinite mob beasts, you know, maybe not literally infinite, right? But for all intents and purposes, is that you have like time. You have time to deal with it and like kind of work around it. This needle, for now, we're only seeing one shot at a time. Who is to say they can't do more?
True.
Right?
That's a great freaking point.
Like, oh, frick, they're starting to pick up on my one singular needle. Let's do 5. Let's see how they fare with 5. Right?
Yep. 100%. Yeah, we don't know. They can't do more than one. That's a good freaking point. You bring out the rabbits and then they all get simultaneously targeted and destroyed, right?
True. Imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly, if this sage is strong enough to seal away Witch of Envy, it's probably like one of the strongest freaking entities in the world.
But maybe that's the catch to the power, right? Is you can only shoot one beam at a time. Just pew 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 pew.
Maybe.
Right? You could.
Yeah. And again, I still default onto the fact that I think the intention is to let somebody in. Very specific people. Maybe this sage knew that Envy would pull somebody from another world, and somehow that transfer over allows Subaru to be resistant to stuff like gluttony's factor and like all these different things. And the sage knew that's who we need to like finally get rid of the Witch of Envy's factor or whatever.
This frickin' noise at the end could be like intrigue of like, maybe Subaru is like a bubble in the timeline that like is unseeable. Like the sage can see everything, but there's this like weird black spot where Subaru is involved when it goes to going back in time. So seeing them do something unexpected because Subaru has now changed the course of history is like oh frick, like this is the blip I've been seeing throughout history, right?
Yeah.
Or not history per se, but like throughout the time I can see.
Yeah. Do you think the other timelines are open to the sage? Do you think they're able to see?
That's the $1 million question, George.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's the question.
That would be crazy.
Yep. It would be very frickin' crazy. The sage at least has got to know what Subaru's all about. Even if the sage can't see the other timelines, surely like the sage knows what's going on, right?
Yeah. I mean, speaking of Dune, since we're in the desert and stuff like that, the way kind of not omniscience, right? But there's like in Dune, there's different people who can kind of see the future, but they can't see each other. They can't see other people that have seen the future because for some reason, the way that it like works,
it blocks.
It's like two kind of positive ends of the magnet, kind of, so to speak. So you can get close, but you can never see. But what they can see is like the ripples left behind in time from each other. So like you can't necessarily see them, but you're like, I know that like a guild navigator, they're like a being that can see the future. I know a guild navigator has been here in time because I can see the ripples that they kind of leave
So you
behind.
can see their future sighted into. So like if I looked 10 years into the future and then looked back, you look 10 years into the future at that like same point or time or whatever, you could see the ripples of me having looked there. Is that what that is?
Kind of, yeah. You can essentially just see, like, if I look in the future and I'm trying, let's say you can also look into the future and I'm trying to find Graham. What is Graham doing a year from now? When I look forward, I can't see Graham, but I can see kind of the way they describe it as like ripples in time, right? So like I can see that Graham, probably was here. I don't know if it's for sure Graham because I can't confirm, but like, okay, right. I know Graham
the fact
used
that there's
to
a
live
ripple,
in this area.
Right,
yes.
Means that it's probably Graham but I can't see, like, I can see all the things around this point in the future, but I can't see particularly what's happening.
Yeah,
here
and it's like
because-
I can't look into the room that you were in, and I can't look into, you know, the road that you drove, and so I know because there's like gaps here, you know, I could maybe make an educated guess.
Sure.
It's been a while, so I could be like misremembering the specifics, but that's kind of the thing. It's like I see ripples in time, so I'm wondering, to bring it back to this now, it's like, okay, maybe because Subaru's from a different world, they can't see specifically that Subaru, like, you know, the different timelines and all that stuff, but they can see, I know that there's something here I can't see.
Right.
There's something coming whose future I can't see and all this stuff. And that's how they deduce, you know, stuff about Subaru or something.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Wow, what an episode, George. Holy frick. Like, for the first 3/4 of the episode, it's like, this is good. This has been really good. It's very interesting so far. I'm having a great time. And then the last quarter, just like, want to see me freaking jump, want to see me do a backflip off a freaking ledge. He's like, whoa, whow, whoa, what's going on? Why do we have to go so extreme out of nowhere?
Crazy.
It's like crazy, bro. Whew. All right, any more theory crafting you got in there, George?
No, I think that's it. That's all we can deduce from now. I don't know, man. I don't know how Subaru's going to... Obviously, he's going to get out of this. Again,
we don't even know where they are right now.
Yeah, we don't know where they are. Do you think they got spit out at the beginning with the sand again, and they have to go through that, or what?
Imagine. Wow, that would be bad. I mean, it kind of would work with the water analogy and the bubble, right? It being pushed out.
Yeah.
But maybe they just circumvent it and they get pushed to the tower.
Imagine.
Maybe it's the opposite.
Yeah. That'd be a little too easy, but who knows? Who knows?
Yep.
And maybe they go to the next ring. Maybe this was literally the only way. Like, magic nullification was the only way to get out of this ring. And maybe that's why they're satisfied. They're like, they made it even closer. And then the next ring. And who knows what deaths await them there. Who the frick knows? But
Yeah.
True.
All right, well, on to some comments.
Let's do it.
Alrighty, a comment. I have got a comment from Lou GC. Best reactors to this show are back. Let's go. I'm a light novel reader, and I can assure you this is the best arc in the series so far. You are not ready. That's actually
Let's freaking go,
crazy.
Baby.
That's amazing. Also, I want to take another opportunity to just say thank you for being so nice with saying the best reactors are back. Well, I don't think we deserve such a title.
Goodness. Yes.
Lots of people said such kind things. Yeah, like so many people said such freaking nice stuff like that. It freaking really warms our heart. You guys are really, really kind for saying all that nice stuff. But I'll try to clarify a few things without spoiling anything in the anime in the best possible way in the future, so you guys can burn down the whole kitchen again. Inevitable at this point. I'm not going to read this whole comment. It's very big. In fact, probably in the editing, I'm not even going to show the whole thing because it's quite large. But I just want to highlight this comment as a thank you. This was a very nice comment with timestamps directly, tackling the things. We got lots of comments similar to this. This is one of them. This was really nice and was great. So I want to highlight this one. Lou GC, we read through it. It was very freaking good and informative. We're still going to make mistakes and burn down the whole kitchen, but at least this will be a little bit of freaking, what's the thing called? The exhaust thing. Frick, how am I gapping on that? It's
fire extinguisher?
It's a little bit of a fire extinguisher for putting out some of our flames here. So very good. Really appreciate this comment, Lou GC. I have one more comment from...
Real quick, if I may, highlight something from a comment you highlighted. One line I really liked about that one is it says, and there's a couple comments that talked about this too, but it says that after they beat Greed, Subaru felt something squirming inside him.
Yes.
Which is, I think, pretty much confirmation, right? That,
Yeah, so that's a good question, actually. So does that mean that Subaru essentially can become invulnerable by putting his heart inside Amelia?
Oh, I wonder.
Right?
I wonder.
Or all the little girls he's collected?
Imagine. Right? He's doing it in a forced, instead of a forced way, he's doing it in like a more properly loving way where they agree to kind of be stewards of his heart in a way. Yeah, I wonder. That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know if he even knows fully how to control that and how to do that exactly. But
I'm sure he'll
a quick theory about that, actually, that just came to mind.
Okay.
I have a story. I like to write short stories sometimes. Too busy to actually fulfill all this. And nobody claimed this story plot. Well, anyways, let me just explain it first, and then I'll mean what I'm saying. But I have this story that I've conjured up in my mind, and I have like a bunch of like beats and everything for it. But essentially, the whole point of this is like, for many, many reasons, magic has turned to the worst, and it's brought out the worst in people. And like the protagonists essentially are doing their best to kind of collect all the magic in the world into this one person. It's almost works in my mind, almost kind of like the authorities, because there's this one person in the world that's kind of the steward of that piece of magic. And so somebody's using it, but you can't use magic because it makes you go crazy. And so you can collect it, but if you like use it, it opens up Pandora's box within you and everything. But the whole point of the story is to like collect the magic and then die. And like, I know it sounds weird, you're trying to take magic out of the world, but like, that's kind of what you want to do.
I see.
I wonder if Subaru's role here is to collect all the authorities and then die, hopefully of old age. Yeah, but I wonder if he takes away all the authorities in the world with him, or would they transfer as well?
They would transfer, I would imagine,
well,
right?
The thing that's different about Subaru is that he's immune to a lot of the different things of this world because of the fact that he's from another world.
That's a good point.
Right? So like, that was just a thought that I just had.
Sure.
Hopefully nobody steals this like idea of a plot point for like another story. But if you do, you know, it is what it is. I have like a lot of weird story ideas.
It's not that different from Jujutsu Kaisen, right? So it's not necessarily an unknown.
Actually, it's not super. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because he's trying to get the fingers. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yep. So,
anyways, yeah, that's just a thought I had as soon as like we started talking about Subaru.
I think you're cooking, George. I think you're cooking.
We'll see.
It would be an interesting way to do that kind of a storyline and not have the main character know that that's the main story until the end, right?
Sure.
Or at least near the end, or at some point. Maybe even the sage explains this to him, right? So
maybe, yeah,
as like a thing that he could do.
See.
But very interesting, George. Very interesting. If it is correct, people are gonna think you're a freaking reading head. So we're just gonna say that.
Imagine. I actually don't know if I'm on the right track at all, but this is the story I told you about, actually.
Yes, I remember hearing a little bit about it. Yeah. It's funny though. Actually, that reminds me of one of the comments that we got. That left guy, me, not right guy, George, is clearly reading ahead. Listen, first of all, unknown commenter, because I'm not going to highlight your comment because you're being a little snarky. But I thought
it was a compliment, man. Like you're knocking some things out of the park here.
I'm just being silly. Yes, I'm just being silly. What I was gonna say, I didn't highlight. That's why I don't know who did it, because I wasn't gonna highlight that one in particular. But I do take that as a compliment. Actually, I'm not reading ahead.
Yes.
But I do take freaking lots of good, warm feelings of the fact that you think I'm so cooking so hard that I know actually what's going on. So that's freaking awesome. It was a great comment. I don't know if you were trying to be snarky. It did kind of come off that way, but it was very funny. Maybe I should have highlighted it. Oh well, it is what it is.
But it is what it is. Yes.
All right, I got one more comment from TyFam3214. Everything about this episode happened 400 years ago. Mentioned in this passage is anime cut content. It's not a spoiler. It is information we're supposed to have by the time we reach this point in the anime. Again, I'm not going to go through this whole comment. This is just another freaking awesome comment telling us and giving us some more information that either we've forgotten or that we didn't know or that we should have known or whatever it may be. Really appreciate comments like this that are very straightforward, that are not spoilery, but they're giving us like direct things. Like it really does help us out a lot. We really do appreciate comments like this, people going out of their way to type up a comment. It's very kind of you guys to do that. So we really do appreciate that a lot. Also, I think it's very interesting that the hero is essentially living on through the freaking Astria family line as like a spirit entity, essentially. Like he was so freaking strong, they couldn't put that motherfucker down. He just kept living on as like a freaking concept. That's actually
through his
crazy.
bloodline, essentially. Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. So that's very cool. So thank you guys for being so awesome.
Indeed. I have 3 comments that I want to highlight. A couple of these are essentially just representation of all the other comments. The first one is from Slightly Crazy 4554. And it says, so unbelievably excited. I found this channel through rezero and now we're so back. Keep on doing your thing, guys. It's weird, but I've been more excited for your guys' reaction to season 4 than season 4 itself. Well, Slightly Crazy. That is a little bit slightly crazy.
That is slightly crazy.
Have no words. That is such a nice comment.
Yeah.
And again, I'm using this as a stand-in for all, like Graham said, all the nice words we received from you guys. It's like humbling. Nice. Yeah, I don't even know what to say exactly.
Yeah, it's
to
hard
like thank you guys, but we're just happy that you guys are enjoying. That's essentially it.
George and I were swapping comments. Look at this comment. Like, oh man, this comment's so nice. Can you believe someone said that? That's so freaking nice. We've been swapping comments all week. It's been a great freaking highlight. We really love this. Is easily the best part of doing the channel is seeing like nice comments and just it's not just like to not self-aggrandize too much. It's not just like that people will say nice things and say like, you're so awesome, blah, blah, blah. It's the fact that like we're bringing so much entertainment and like excitement and joy to other people. The fact that like we could just watch a show, just theorize on it and just have a good time doing it. And like
people enjoy that.
People just are enjoying it. It's like, that's awesome. We're so freaking happy to do that. So it's just great. It's everyone's winning. It's awesome. So
Indeed. My next one is from Philly Maua 13. I probably said that wrong, but it just provided some links to some recaps, one from Crunchyroll, and then the rest were from Annie News. Thank you, everybody who suggested Annie News for the recap.
Yep.
Really good. The recaps were good. I wish there was more details included. Like people were saying like, oh, it's only 13 minutes. That's like really good. It's like, yeah. Like, it is really good, and it's a lot of dense information in 13 minutes. Yeah, exactly. I was like, but I would have taken 30 minutes. But Annie News, I don't think you'll ever watch this video, but thank you for those recaps. That was really nice.
Yes.
They're very, very informative.
100%.
And thank you to everybody who suggested it. Yes.
Yes, but this is the anime club. Okay, we yap on for freaking literal hours sometimes about a 20-minute episode that we watch. So like 13 minutes is almost not enough. We need so much detail that we're dripping in freaking information, okay? It's the only way to cook. We have to have that information. So
we need all the ingredients to cook.
Yes,
Indeed.
100%. There you go.
And then the last one, again, this is a stand-in for a bunch of different comments like this, but it says, just to say it, Natsuki Chadbaru. Oh, and this is, from Mohomud. I think that's how you say it. Mohomud. Mohomud. But it says, Natsuki Chadbaru only died 20 times in the past 3 seasons / 5 arcs. So, because we were like guessing, right? Like, how many is he gonna die? And like, dude, he's already 3 in. Okay.
Yup.
I'm just saying. 15% of all his deaths in like a matter of what? 2 minutes, right?
Crazy.
So
crazy.
Yeah.
Sage is not to be fricked with, apparently.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe we lowballed it. I doubt it. It's more likely that we like highballed it when we did our predictions, but we'll see how many deaths he has in this season. Yeah, we'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again for all the nice comments. We're so happy you guys are enjoying. If you want to help our channel grow, hit the good buttons below. It really helps us out. Check out the Patreon or the channel membership if you want to see our other stuff 2 weeks ahead of time. Check out all the playlists if you want to see everything else we've reacted to. But with that, we'll see you guys next time.
Hey, everybody.
Take care.